Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another Tarot Chat with Jay. Today I thought we'd talk about the Tower. This is a card, I'm thinking, one of these cards that you can get caught up in the effect of it and say, how does this affect my day? How does this affect my reading, my cat, my relationship, my job? What's going to fall down? What's going to happen? But I believe that we can back off of that ledge, stand back, give ourselves, edge away from the precipice and take a look at this card by itself. Firstly, let the card exist, let the moment happen. Sometimes let the unmaking, let the disintegration, let the reimagining happen. I think with Tower, sometimes we get caught up and jump into when, where, how, why. What do you mean by this? When is it going to happen? What is it going to happen? Why is it going to happen? So those are all worrying about the future or worrying about the past. And I wanted to take a moment and look at some Tower cards that help me look at the Tower card itself as it exists in the moment and the lessons that may teach us as well. First, we're looking at Tarot of Mystical Moments, and this card shows us that there's a sweetness to the moment of surrender. We see a figure, and she herself becomes the tower. She's the mountain. She's holding the tower. Her hair is up as ash, and this is just the crack is right there. And for me, she's never trying to strong arm the tower. She's not trying to put an iron band around the tower. She's not trying to hold the tower together as it crumbles. She's riding the sand castle down as it disintegrates in the rain. She's becoming part of the process. She's honoring that pendular moment. There's a moment when the pendulum or energy swings and levitates before it shifts back down to gravity. And I believe that levitation, that moment of loft and clarity, and at last the change has come. Breath before the next is represented so beautifully in this card. Alrighty. We look at the joie de vivre. Oh my goodness, this is really, here we go, this way. Her tower holds a creature that's all entwined in it, like brambles and briar, like Sleeping Beauty's dream gone bad, and the thorns are tearing the tower to pieces. She is already on her way down, but she's in a super calm place. She's almost in the position of the Hanged One, and her dress, all little points of it, are being held aloft by butterflies. And so she's moving to a new spiritual place. She's relabeling, reimagining, remaking. She's evolving. So perhaps the tower that you're jumping from is being a jerk, having bad habits, seeing yourself only in one way. Perhaps there are things that you want to shed and lose and chrysalis, evolve from that chrysalis and butterfly out into something else. So it's not necessarily yikes, it's bad, my tower's falling apart. Maybe your tower needs to be falling apart. Maybe it was a crappy tower to start with. Or, sorry, perhaps it is a tower that no longer serves you. So we move on. Oh yes, to herb crafters. So the herb crafters is it's a picture of a chunk of birch log in leaf litter in a forest with mushrooms sprouting out of it. So this card is about rebirth, reimagining, redirection. It's about the cycle, the mushroom and the birch, the oak and the holly. The seasons turn, the wheel turns, the change occurs. It's not frightful or bad or wrong or coming against you. It's part of the cycle. It's part of the next. It just is. It just is. So I think that's what I'm thinking about the tower. To be able to honor the tower and not shy away or run away or flip away, but take a moment and just let it settle, brick on brick, mortar on mortar, stone on stone, mushroom on birch. Yeah, it's not moving on. Pagan Otherworlds. We're looking at Pagan Otherworlds. Tink. The tiniest sound. And then you know. It is done and you will never remain the same. It will not stand. It will not hold. It is untenable. The tower remains the same, but that one stone clink and that parapet is down. That windowsill she was leaning on is down. The crown that was resting on that parapet is down. She is down and out and in an explanation. I don't think she was expecting it. And now she's hurtling toward the hard landing grounds. It's a whisper and a shout. It's expected and unexpected. It's the known and the unknown. It's this tiny effect, a little ripple that has the hugest lakeside effect, the tsunami of energy. It builds exponentially. If Fibonacci carves out, this energy gets real big real fast. There's a gravity and weight to this card that I think is worth looking at. Thank you, Pagan Otherworlds. Ooh, Everyday Witch. Everyday Witch was one of the first cards that showed me that there's really another version possible. So my version's a mini, so I hope you can see it. It's a tower in the back. It's half blasted, leaning to its side, all these cobblestones, it's smoking, and she's in front of it with her wand and her cloak and her energy blowing behind her like, yeah, I did that. I own that. I did that. I took it down. It no longer served me. It was in my way out. It had to go. It was my decision, my timing. There's something so extraordinarily stepping into your power, stepping into that next cycle, taking it into your own hands. Super inspiring about this. How inspiring! What a great opportunity. You know that when a door closes, a window opens. So it's such a silver lining way to see the tower and not a doomy way to see it. Anyway, really stepping into her power in that one. So Yeah, my other notes include things like change is not necessarily bad. What and both the herb crafters and the joie de vivre show us change, um, that you're stepping away from. The butterflies represent spiritual growth, and the herb crafter shows that the natural progression, um, all is in flux. Birch becomes mushroom. We become death. The wheel changes. And tarot allows us a little time to explore the bigger disintegrating, catalytic crystallization themes. Thank you for joining me, my friends. It's been Jay. Please do feel free to comment, absolutely. And if you liked, do like, and if you do like, please do subscribe. I'm so glad you decided to spend some time rambling with me today. It's been Jay. Have a wonderful witching day.